Hey, Bridge. Hey, it is way too quiet in here, which is why we spent a lot of time prayerfully trying to discern as leadership when to come back together. And so this video is to give you just a little bit of information and a few dates that we think are really important. It will not answer all of your questions. It's not meant to. We're going to be getting more information out as we get it, but we wanted to give you a heads up here. So first date that's really important, May the 31st, we're looking forward to getting back together for the first time outside. And so we're going to have an outside service May the 31st, 10 a.m. We are looking at a couple of different locations. Obviously, it will be weather permitting. We're going to let you know those details as soon as we can, but get that on your calendar, May 31st, 10 a.m. We'll get back together and worship together for the first time as a big group. Second one is June the 7th. That's that next weekend. That'll be our first time back in the building together. 9 and 10:30. We're going to keep the same times for Sunday. Those are going to be the first services that we have back together, and looking forward, and we'll decide whether we need to add some more services based on frankly, based on how many people start showing up. So those are going to be limited to about 45 minutes, and frankly, there's going to be quite a few limitations we got to work through. Let me explain why. So we believe integrity is so important for us, both to Scripture and to God, as well as to our witness to the community. And so part of doing that means submitting to the authorities that are above us. And so we've been looking to the governor's recommendations, as well as the Iowa Department of Health, including our local county Department of Health, and looking at just what are the recommendations they have for us as we get back together in again, a worship setting. So the biggest one that's there is social distancing, and that just simply means that we've got to stay 6 feet apart from each other. So whoever's in your house as you come together, man, you guys can come together and you can sit together at a table, but we're going to have to stay 6 feet apart from each other, which really changes the layout of our rooms and the number of people that we can fit in our buildings. There is also a lot more sanitizing that we're going to have to do both during the service as well as in between services. And so some of the things that we're going to have to do to work around that scenario, that situation, we're going to move to a reservation service. There's a couple of online ticketing services, same ones you might use to get tickets to go to a concert. Obviously, we're not going to charge anything, but we've got to find some way to be able to manage just people flow during services. My biggest, the thing that rips my heart out is the thought of turning somebody away because we don't have space in a service. And so the only way that we can do our best to be able to mitigate that is to use some kind of a reservation service. So we're going to get you more details as we get that figured out, but just know we're going to be moving towards that, and especially those of you who are part of our Bridge family, please, please, please respect that and use that service. So that way we're going to keep just a couple of spots open for somebody who just shows up, but we want to do that, make sure that's for visitors. So we're going to ask you, make sure you use that reservation service. The other thing that's going to be going on is, again, the sanitizing. We're also going to have to do some mask usage for any of our people, especially volunteers who might have to get within that 6 foot distance. We may see some people walking around with masks on. We would actually ask you, if you're willing, possibly think about wearing a mask while you're here, and we'll talk more about that again coming up soon. So a couple of needs that we have as we look forward to getting back together. One is if you're willing to help with some of that sanitizing, again, during the service, and then we need about 4 to 6 people who would be willing to go kind of from the top floor down to the first floor and sanitize everything that gets touched, tables, chairs, everything. We need to do that quickly, which is part of why we're doing a 45-minute service. If you can help out with that, that would be huge for us. The second thing is we're looking for some people to help out with technology. I know some of you are scared to death of technology. We can teach you how to use some of that. If you're not already helping out in some form or fashion, specifically with technology here at the Bridge, we need some people to help us do video so we can keep video online. We're not going to shut, the online services are going to continue as far into the future as we can possibly see. And so we want to get better at that. And it's also going to change as we come back together here. So we need some help doing that. If you'd be willing to volunteer, please let me know, and I will start getting those people together and start trying to figure out some of the training stuff for that. One other thing that's going to change for us is Bridge Kids. Unfortunately, with the social distancing, we're just simply not going to be able to do Bridge Kids until either those social distancing standards change or they give us some more insight into how to do that in a way that fits within their guidelines. And so, unfortunately, that's not going to be available. These are all going to be family services, but we're really looking forward to getting back together. So, again, I know it's going to be different, but the big thing I want you to take away from this video is we're going to be getting back together. And that's what I'm truly excited about. I can't wait to spend some time worshiping with you, get to see your face in person, me not staring at a camera. I can't wait to actually be able to teach and be able to see you guys and be a part of things here with you. So I love you. I hope I hope you have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you and worshiping together.